Hello gang and welcome to Displaying-Model-Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest video podcast. And on today's show, we reveal a titanic action figure, the Dinobots finally combine, and Judgment Day comes to your shelves. All that and a whole lot more because this is the only news that matters, and that's good news.
Pathetic fools! There's no escape!
Not to be outdone. By the smaller versions, we're getting a larger Starscream, this time from the Bumblebee movie. But fortunately, the Bumblebee movie was a step back in the right direction for the movie designs, where they were way more faithful to the G1 originals, just with some more earthy, real-world kind of details. At least with this one, when you look at it, you're like, oh, that's Starscream, as opposed to the original Michael Bay one, where it was like, oh, that's a bent frying pan that's been magnetized and run through wire wool. It's garbage. It was a Dorito. Who looked at that Starscream design from the first Transformers movie? Excuse me going off on a tangent, but who looked at that metal slice of pizza and went, yeah, that looks good. That looked like a design that Rick and Morty would have to mock Hollywood movies. And just, I swear that just gave me a brain aneurysm. This is how Starscream should have looked in live action right from the beginning. And of course, DLX, they're always going to do a stunning job in recreating it with a decent price as well. But I mean, hey, look, come on. You got to spend your money on something, am I right? You'd be very well served to spend it on this. Another day, another dollar. Another dollar. Another NDLX Transformer, making me question whether or not I made the right decision when I sold off my collection to get out of the business of collecting Transformers. Then I keep seeing ones like this and I'm like, oh gosh, they would look so good in the full display. But that was the reason why I sold them, because that's another $100+ right there. Because they're bringing them out thick and fast. I mean, that's the wonderful thing about Transformers. You can just repaint them and boom, whole new character with the Seekers. I mean, man, what? So we got Starscream, Skywarp, Thundercracker, Acid Storm, and Sunstorm. That's 5. Then you got the Coneheads. So you got Thrust and the other 2. Like, it starts to rack up, especially when you're a compulsive person like me who looks at a collection. If there's anyone missing from the roster, it's like, well, this is ruined now. So I think I made the right call to get out. But looking at Thrust here, I always thought the Coneheads looked kind of silly. I'd be really annoyed if I was a Seeker and I ended up being one of the Coneheads. And I look at Skywarp and Thundercracker and I'm like, why couldn't I have had a normal shaped head? That notwithstanding, though, this, God, it looks beautiful. Behold the awesome might of Volcanicus. This is not legit. Is that right? This is spurious. What I'm trying to say is, it's not an official Transformers figure. Is that right? I get so confused with like the third-party extra different people that make Transformers figures. And unlike so many other franchises, people are generally of the opinion that, yeah, the third-party stuff is actually on a par, if not a lot better, than some of the regular stuff. Transformers is a bit of a scary mystery to me. One thing I can appreciate, though, is a badass robot combiner, a gestalt, if you will. Learned that word from Red Dwarf. So Volcanicus is the combined form of the Dinobots, which I don't think has ever been in official canon. Gang, help me out, Hive Mind. Have we ever had Volcanicus? Because I remember as a kid watching G1, that was one of my big gripes, was like, there's 5 Dinobots. Why do they not combine? Like, it makes perfect sense, but never happened. Of course, I wasn't alone in that. A lot of people thought there needs to be a combined form, and we've got Volcanicus, which seems to be the name that everyone uses, official or not. So a rose by any other name would still look pretty wicked, and that's exactly what this looks. Folks, it's time to take a quick pause for the cause and tell you about this channel's sponsor, Legendsverse. And you know who Legendsverse are. They are your one-stop shop for all of your action figure collecting, cataloging, and correlating needs. No matter what you collect, whether it be Marvel Legends, Mafex, Storm Collectibles, Jada, Motu, WWE, Transformers, Mythic Legions, McFarlane, Mafex, Mezco, and a whole bunch of other ones as well. If you're into action figures, then this is a fantastic resource in which you can literally go back decades and see all the figures that have come out from all the different characters, all the different lines. You can catalog your own collection, see what it's worth, how much you've spent on it, and see which figures you need to get to complete whatever displays you have. It's free to look at everything on the site, and if you want to get the super package, you can pay a one-off membership, and then you can just catalog everything to your heart's desire. And if you click the link in the description below, you get a discount because you're one of the model behavior community. So yeah, Legendsverse, go check them out.
Me Grimlock, not combiner. Me king.
It's a good Grimlock. In the words of Bobby the Brain Heenan during the 1992 Royal Rumble, while referring to the Warlord, he said, "You wonder where the beef is? There's the beef." Well, here's the beef right now. Probably the biggest action figure that's going to be released this year. But can you call it an action figure? Because it's a soft vinyl type thing, which means that maybe there's not actually much in the way of articulation. It might just be a big statue. I'm looking at the pictures here, and any kind of articulation is conspicuous by its absence, because it doesn't even look like there's elbow joints or anything like that. It looks like, yeah, mega soft vinyl, just a big towering statue. But that's all it really needs to be, doesn't it? This colossal titan is pretty amazing. Never watched Attack on Titan. I've heard really great things about it, though. This is going to retail. I only have the Japanese price at the moment for 60,500 yen. That alone sounds like a lot, but I can also tell you that the Japanese yen is garbage right now, which was a real shame when I was working over there for the last 2 years. Did not get to save as much money as I would have liked. Well, comparatively, once you exchange it. So that would probably be about $300, give or take. Maybe even a little bit less, but then you throw in import charges and it's going to work out about that. So this will probably be on display, I would imagine, at Wonderfest Shanghai. That wouldn't surprise me. But I imagine it's also, a lot of imagining here, probably going to go up for pre-order. We don't have an official date, but not too long from now. In Art Studios, boy, do they make some very, very beautiful and rather high-end, and of course, therefore, conversely, expensive action figures. But you do get what you pay for. And with the case of this Chainsaw Man, you get a 1/6 scale, pretty amazing looking action figure. Chainsaw Man was an anime that I actually did start to get into, and if I just give a bit more persistence, I think it might get its hooks into me. I just love the crazy, insane, vibrant, maniacal style of it. Plus, there's going to be a movie coming out pretty soon, so I need to catch up on that, because unlike Demon Slayer, I don't mind doing the homework to find out who the players are. And once I see the movie, maybe I might want to immortalize it in this 1/6 scale figure. The good thing is I can pitch these ideas and then be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Be way too expensive. But it is nice to look at the pretty pictures because, well, they are exactly that. Very, very pretty. Revoltech have also revealed a slightly smaller figure, this being Okarun from Dandadan. Dandadan, there you go, another anime show that Dave actually watches and thoroughly enjoys as well. Probably because I got in on the ground floor, so now I'm invested. And this Okarun character here, it's really cool. It's the sort of superpowered version of the main protagonist. The fun sort of gimmick being that he is incredibly powerful, but also massively depressed. Not in his regular form, just in his superpowered form. So it's like he has all the power and strength in the world, and it's like, what's even the point? I like it. It's very funny. Also, this one, unlike the SH Figure Arts version, comes with Turbo Granny, who's an evil, ghosty witch character who gets transplanted into the body of a toy cat. It makes sense when you watch it. Looks like a lot of fun. The SH Figure Arts one was an okay figure, but had a few niggles about it, I'll say. I owned it, and it wasn't great. It wasn't terrible, but didn't quite hit the mark. This one's probably going to be a bit more better. Good English there, Dave. This one's going to be a bit more better as far as the articulation goes, I think. Although with the face sculpt, I'm not too sure about that. I think the Figure Arts one might have taken it. But still, at least now you've got two different ones that you can choose from. And speaking of SH Figure Arts, we've got a couple of new Dragonball Z characters as well. This episode is going to go heavy on the anime, might split it up between two different shows. So this is all information that's in Chinese and auto-translated, so bear with me while I speak some gibberish, but you might enjoy it. So this is the Dragon Ball series Sun Wukong God Seihan version, and also Super Saiyan Beta Dangerous Pride. That actually sounds like a pretty cool name. So these are both going to be released, I do believe, around about April of next year. And in the little write-up, because it's always fun to read off these auto-translations, it says, following the upcoming launch of the new full-power Wukong 2.0 in October, I know that means something to someone, this is the new Dragon Ball Z normal Wukong and Super 1 Beta. Beta is going to be launched earlier. Because he's going to be coming out in May. No, he's coming out in April, and then the next one's coming out in May. This time, it's also a matter of conscience. Wukong's face is too dirty. That's literally the auto-translate. I think something was kind of lost there. And back over to Revoltech now. We're just hopping back and forth all over the place. We've got the full reveal pictures and images of their Nightwing figure. Already covered the preview, but now we got the big ones to go with. And it's got all the lightning, electricity type effects reminds me of their Thor, which is one of my favorite figures. This looks like a really pretty badass looking Nightwing. I'm just checking out these details here. I love what they've done with the kind of layers to the costume. So he's got like the musculature armor on the outside and then a more kind of corrugated undersuit. It looks practical. I really dig that. The spinning sticks, they're called, like, I never know how to pronounce them, like Eskimo sticks? I don't know, but they're electrified and they look pretty awesome. I think there's a pre-order bonus of a different head, like a stoic head. Or does he come with both? I'm looking through here. I think there's a slightly smiling head. So the regular one, I think, comes with a neutral expression and then a "Rrr, coming to get ya" kind of look. Oh, actually, no. No, it is just the "Rrr, coming to get ya," I think. And then the more kind of relaxed face, that's the pre-order bonus. Kind of surprising to only get one face. That's a bit unusual. Normally Revoltech throw in, quite a few portraits. I'm going to look into that because I'm not too sure. If it changes, I'll put it down below. In the meantime, though, that notwithstanding, it still looks like a pretty good version of Nightwing. Joy Toy continuing to just quietly smash it with their Warhammer 40k line, now debuting some more Blood Angels. Honestly, Warhammer is just so heavy metal. All the different names, all the different looks, the lore, the mythology, everything about it is so wicked. I'm still got my fingers crossed that we are living in the good timeline. We're in the good place where Henry Cavill will get his Warhammer movie. I mean, he's doing Highlander now, and that's kind of delayed while he's healing up from an injury. And it's like, come on, Henry Cavill, you got to just hold it together and make these awesome properties. And this right here, this is an awesome property. It's an awesome property. I don't know why I said it like that. Get those damn Warhammer 40k Marines off my property. But yeah, these look fantastic. A brand new reveal from Hot Toys, and something that I have always wanted them to do. It's funny, I was talking about this with a friend of mine in Hong Kong when I was visiting. We went to the Hot Toys official store, which is incredible, by the way. Really should have made a video. And we were saying, why have they not done a 1/6 scale endoskeleton? Boom. Here it is. And it looks fantastic. I love it. I don't need to buy a Hot Toy because they're so expensive, but I really want this because when I got the job at Universal in the Terminator show, I celebrated by getting the Terminator Hot Toy as the battle-damaged Arnold. But to have this to go next to him, maybe I might just buy a lottery ticket or something. You never know. Anything to justify a little bit of crazy spending, because this would be crazy spending, but of all the crazy things that I could spend money on, this is a real tempting one. Just James Cameron designed brilliance, brought to life by Stan Winston. I love everything about it. I'd really like to get this figure. I could be convinced. There's a few action figures that come along every now and then and just remind you of the artistry that can go into these bad boys. And not a day goes by that Not a Toys don't strive towards that kind of perfection. It's not a bad little pun work in there. Come on, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here. So we've got this samurai dude, and it's when they shrink down these kinds of details to 1/12 scale, that's when it does start to be pretty much like, be still my heart, because it's just amazing what they can actually squeeze into a small little 6 and a bit inch figure. So this is the Blades of the Guardian. What's his name? Biao Ren. Biao Ren, which sounds more like a Chinese name as opposed to Japanese. But well, I'm hardly a historian here. What exactly am I? Because I'm not a toy expert either. But I am a man who can talk. That's got me where I am today. So this looks beautiful from Not A Toys. Going to see if I can find out some more information about it, because right now I've just got these pretty pictures. I'm going to see if we can find out where you can actually order this guy from. When I do find the info, though, hopefully I'll put it down by my crotch. I swear I'm not like trying to subliminally make you look down there. It's just aesthetically it looks good on screen. The caption box, not my crotch. That doesn't need to be on screen. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it the old thumbs up. And if you didn't, well, I'm very sorry. I'll do better next time. And if you want to support the channel, then if you get yourself a channel membership, that just enables me to make more of these episodes. So gang, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Yeah.